Hello. Today we're going to do a love and relationships reading. So, this is going to be advice for you regarding any of your romantic relationships. If you are in one or not, it's advice. So, I'm just going to shuffle these live. What advice do you have for love and relationships? Oh, nice. Oh. Okay. And to clarify, and bottom of the deck is okay. I just had to adjust the angle a little bit, but this is a very positive reading. There's all of the elements in this spread. First, you have the Two of Cups. This is about sharing your feelings with people, sharing it with a friend, with a lover, with someone who you care about, being on equal footing with that person, viewing yourselves as equal and completely balanced. Very nice. Underneath that, this is Venus in Cancer. And this is also represented by Cancer, the Chariot. The Chariot is depicting a person who is seemingly on this divine journey because they're adorned with these celestial objects, the star and the moon and the square of matter. This person is on, and of course, the stars above him. He's on a journey, and what is pulling the chariot is these opposites, black and white. And what are your shadow and light aspects, right? That would be the extremes of your emotional capabilities, your ability to be positive, open minded, and sometimes your darkness, your anxiety, the things that make you feel limited. Having control over these opposite poles, I'm sorry for the background noise, but having control over these opposite poles is what allows you to move forward in the right direction. And for that, you need to be very disciplined, you need to be patient, and you need to be very self-aware. The Knight of Wands and the King of Swords. So court cards over here are personality traits. They could be people in your life, different people. They could be parts of your personality. So the Knight of Wands in this situation is a healthy amount of adventurous and risk-taking behavior. Someone who is very driven to go after the things that they like and are passionate about. They move kind of impulsively, sometimes not so good for them, but in this case, it seems to be healthy. So if you have the desire to do something, to talk to someone, to make a move or whatever it is, you should pursue that. Knight is movement of fire. And fire in this situation is something that's coming from a higher source, from a higher place. That is the thing that is putting that desire in you, and you should follow it. You should pay attention to it, you should follow it, you should be aware of it. Underneath that, King of Swords. This is kind of like the opposite of fire, but not exactly. He's King of Air. So this is completely cerebral. Someone who is mentally stable, has a lot of mental clarity and wisdom. Any decision that you make should be practical. It should be logical. It should not be driven by emotions or traumatic memories or experiences. It should be based on complete clarity of thought and fairness. You should be fair in your decision making. you should also respect yourself, view yourself with this reverence that the King of Swords has. And you have the Ace of Cups. Wow. So all of this is water, fire, air. This is earth. Everything is here. Ace of Cups is the single version of the Two of Cups. So in this situation, you would be sharing your cup with someone. In this situation, your own cup is having something added to it. There's a plus sign here. Something's being added to your cup. So what is something that really fills your heart? It needs to open your heart. Open your heart to be receptive to the things that would fill your heart in the first place. What do you want to do? What do you like? What makes you feel happy? Follow that. You will be getting an opportunity. An ace is something new. So you're going to have the potential for something to arrive in your life that fills your cup, that makes you happy. And you should take that opportunity and work with people. Create something. Three of Pentacles. These three people have different things to offer, and they share all of their abilities with each other and create something new. Number 3 is the creation of something new. You have this progression of Ace, 2, and 3, which is great. And it's progressing into the physical, which would mean a relationship, any sort of bond that is manifesting itself physically and is visible to other people and yourself. And on the side here you have, oh, the Fool is also there. Okay. Fool is here. That's good. I'm going to put that back. General energy of the spread. Queen of Swords. So you have the King and the Queen of Swords. Wow. That's good. Good for you. Counterparts. Counterparts of air. The Queen of Swords has a high self-esteem. She listens, but she also passes judgment. She is very strong in her beliefs, and she's very logical with her decision making. She can view things from a higher perspective. She has awareness of herself and other people. Because she is the queen, she has awareness of the internal world of air. The king would have experience with the external world, how he interacts with the world. Queen is feminine. So you are self-aware, and from that self-awareness you can connect with other people in a way that is very meaningful, because you have a lot of intelligence and wisdom, because you're the Queen of Air. Develop that self-awareness and maintain it. Try not to let your ego get in the way of understanding people and situations. Be neutral. Be neutral when you're judging the things that are happening in your life. The timing of things is also something that you need to understand in a detached way. Try not to let your emotions lead you. Let your intellect lead you in neutrality. But fairness. Don't suppress your feelings. Become aware of them and view them objectively after understanding them. Overall, this is a really good reading. It seems that you are in a position where you seem content. You seem content, and now that you have this contentment, you are able to share it with another person. Just remember to stay objective and open your heart. All of your elements need to be balanced. Everything has to be present here. You need to have the drive to move towards something, have the passion that magnetizes you towards other people, have the discernment and detachment to understand how people think, why they are behaving the way they are, why you are behaving the way you are. Open your heart. Be vulnerable with others. Protect yourself wherever it's necessary, and share your resources with others. You might be working with someone in a situation where you're connected to someone personally. You might also be working with them if you're in a relationship with them, or you want to get into a relationship with them. it might be beneficial for you to collaborate with them in some way. Yeah, I think that's the reading. Thank you. Thank you for staying until the end.